back. A historic battlefield right here in North Georgia will come alive again next weekend as reenactors mark the 155th anniversary of a famed Civil War battle.
It is so cool. We're talking about Picketts Mill Battlefield State Historic Site in Paulding County.
Yeah, good day, Atlanta's Paul Milliken is live there this morning. And Paul, this is one of the best preserved Civil War battlefields in the country. This is fascinating.
And the crazy thing is, it's like in the middle of a neighborhood. Like you would have no idea when you're just outside of this site that you're actually right on the cusp of just an incredible place, not just, as I said before the break, for us in Georgia, but for the entire country. So this is Picketts Mill Battlefield, State Historic Site, and it's a great time to come visit. The weather feels great. It's a beautiful sunny morning right now. There's a lot to explore. We're talking miles of hiking trails. We've got geocaching here. There's a beautiful visitor center with museum. And then you're going to run into these guys, too, who can fill you in on the history. So we've been talking with John and Ted this morning, who, as you see, are decked out in anticipation of next week's reenactment. And I'll quickly ask you about that. So next Saturday, you're going to do your annual reenactment of the Battle of Picketts Mill, which is going to be the 155th anniversary. So what will be going on during that reenactment and that festival that day?
Well, Paul, we're going to have a lot going on. We're going to have some noted authors who have written about the battle here at Picketts Mill. They'll be on hand to answer questions that the public might have. We'll also have professional living history specialists who will be conducting various demonstrations, reenactments, specifically 2 of the scenarios that happened during the battle. We'll also have living history down at our 1850s cabin. They'll be talking about the refugees and how the people that, when the battle started, they had to leave. We'll also have some other activities going on.
You want to get kids interested in history and the Civil War? Bring them to a reenactment where you're going to hear the noises, you're going to see the people, you're going to see the uniforms. I mean, this will really get people interested. And speaking of that, you also might want to get your kids into the Junior Ranger program here. So this is the Junior Ranger book. This is the badge that you can earn. This is a great way for kids to get involved in the state parks and state historic site system, right?
It is, Paul. I was inspired at a young age to be a park ranger. And by a park ranger, attending a Junior Ranger program. And because of that, I'm a park ranger. I aspired to do that, and I achieved that dream.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's really cool. So this is an easy way to do it. What you'll do is you come here, the kids get the book, they go through the book. It's a great way to learn about each of the sites, and then again, you get to earn your badge, which I totally didn't earn this, but I am going to take it home and keep it for myself, but maybe I'll come back and I'll go through the whole book. Ed, I want to talk to you real quick about what you're holding here. So when people are here for the reenactment, they're going to get to see musket firings, and I want to see one right now. So can you load this, and like you did last hour, explain kind of what you're doing here while you're doing it?
All right. Well, this is a 1853 imported, English-made infield rifle. It was the most commonly import and most sought after by both sides. Both North and South carried this piece.
Yeah, interesting that both sides used that same weapon.
It's a muzzle loading rifle, black powder musket.
So let's go through the process here. If you're going to load this, and again, remember this was happening like during an active battle, and it's not a terribly quick process, but you said they could do it about 3 times a minute, right?
Yeah, well trained.
Yeah. All right. So what are you taking out right here?
I'm pulling a cartridge from my cartridge box.
And you said sometimes they'd pull out more than one by accident. They drop one and just keep going,
drop
right?
one, keep going. Yep.
All right. So you're gonna
had to bite the end. Pour the powder. The bullet, which there's no bullet. This is a blank.
Okay. And the interesting thing they said, you got to ram it down with the ramrod. But then the most important thing for the guys to have remembered back then was to immediately attach the ramrod again, because if they left it behind, then it was useless after that. Yeah. All right. So it's in there. Now you got to put this in.
Come up, pull a cap on the nipple.
Okay, that's going to go on there, and we are going to stand back. Yep, okay, so watch this. Here we go, and you'll see a lot of this coming up next week. And notice I move way back. All right, go ahead, sir. Yep. And there you go. Like I said, if you want to get kids into history, that's the way to do it right there. And you'll see a lot of that coming up next weekend. Yeah.
Oh, that's really neat to watch. All right, Paul, thanks so much.